안녕하세요. 저는 루입니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 리안입니다.
Today, I was thinking that I'm going to do some fun stuff with Lean. So today we're starting with chicken noodle soup.
You're
Woohoo!
making
By
me
J-Hope.
hungry.
I'm making you hungry for
Hungry.
chicken noodle soup. Actually, chicken noodle soup sounds really good right now. So,
It does.
and so, yeah, chicken noodle soup. It's Becky G, who's awesome. She's Army. She's loved by Army and J-Hope. And what else? What else is there to say about this? I think it's a cover version. I think the original version was like in 2006 by like Bianca something, Young B, something like that. And so, yeah. So this is a cover version. And I love this version so much. Okay.
You're such a freak sometimes. Yeah.
I'm always a freak. Yeah.
That's why we're friends.
I know.
Anyways, so yeah, every time you mentioned chicken noodle soup, I honestly did not think you were referring to a song. I thought you were talking about food, and that is why I've made chicken noodle soup several times in the last 6 months. Because you keep making me want to eat it.
I know, it does make me hungry every time I think of chicken noodle soup. So
okay, we're gonna get
I just want to say
into
this is okay. So you've reacted to J-Hope solo stuff. You've done more on Austin.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't reacted to Austin. You knew Austin before, but this is the J-Hope we all know, Sunshine Hobie. So yeah,
I'm your hope. You're my hope.
Yes.
Okay, let's
Love
get
him.
to it.
Hamburgers and Sprite. Okay, let's do
I
it.
have no idea what you're on.
I let it rain, I clear it out. 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 Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with the soda on the side. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with the soda on the side.
From Gwangju 한 것이 기획된 금납충자 스윗거리 내 할렘 누런 앱다운 바운스 맞춤 춤을 빡까 워커홀릭물 내게 밤샘에 성장한 케이스 내 키는 충무로 먹여 I'm okay 금비전구를 가는 배
Can I just say, only J-Hope could make lyrics about chicken noodle soup and a chicken dance that seems somehow kind of cool and gangsta.
It doesn't it just? And I'm like, can I just say something else? His jacket, I want it. I want to make it. I
That's
want
a
to
very
wear
you
it.
jacket, isn't it?
I want it so bad. I wanted it since I for the first time a couple of years ago saw this. I want his jacket really badly. Okay.
That's me every time I see Sugar or J-Hope wearing something cool, and I'm always like, I want their clothes. And you're J-Hope's clothes.
How can I make it myself? So, like, obviously, Lean and I are very ADHD. Very, very. And about a year ago, I decided we were like getting stuff ready because we were supposed to go to Korea, but my cancer stopped us. But we were prepping our clothes because it was like a whole military operation for us to know what we were going to wear in Korea. And I was like, I want to wear that. I want to wear this. I saw pictures of stuff. I was like, I'm going to sew it. Like, I have like the smallest amount of sewing experience on the planet, but I bought myself a whole ass sewing machine, a whole ass
encouraged by me,
encouraged by her because we do this all the time.
You can do it, Lean.
We can do it, Lou. And yeah, I sewed up a whole bunch of stuff and I like whined to her so many times. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. But I'm a pretty good sewer now. And my sewing stint lasted about, was it like 3 months?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes. And then the sewing machine disappeared. Gone forever. It's packed away in my cupboard now. So, but yeah, maybe I'll get it out and make a jacket like this.
Yeah, you should. You should definitely make a jacket like this. I ended up buying that the sewing stint was you beginning to start spamming me with BTS content because I ended up buying Jimin's shirt. Do you remember? I spent an age finding his shirt online. I was like, I want that shirt. And then I got it, and because of like the size differences in East Asia, and like it was just slightly small, so I was like, I'm gonna cut it up and I'm gonna make it in a cooler shirt. I don't even know where that shirt is now.
It's funny.
Okay, let's get back to our tune.
Okay, let's do it.
Popping, rocking, hopping, touching, ducking, flashing, fucking, whoa. 하지만 일같이 한시 바삐 하지 난 위헌일 보 나를 채찍해 당근은 트로피의 인생의 배팅에 추운 나의 curse. Oh, on the street is 나만의 길 with Becky G on the side every day I live.
We always got love for where we come from, so let 'em know what's up.
Okay, I do know who Becky G is. I was
She's
just
so cool.
I'm really bad with names if you've never noticed. But, you know, such as when we're doing the Rose videos and I'm like, dude that sings.
The
I'm
second lead
terrible
singer
with-
dude.
Yeah, the other singer guy. Yeah, I'm really bad with names. I know who this is. But can I just say, you know, Hobie dancing.
Oh, he's such a good dancer. Oh my gosh, I love him
Yes,
so
he
much.
just brings the energy. I
He
just love
does.
Hobie is my favorite dancer in the lineup.
Totally.
I love him.
Totally. I love his energy. It's just addictive.
It is.
No matter wherever we go, bring it back to this place called home, babe. Now that you know it, let me see you.
Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with salt on the side. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with salt on the side. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with salt on the side. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with salt on the side.
Chicken noodle, oh, pollo con espagueti. Ninguna de estas mujeres tiene flow que tiene.
This is the most random song ever. Like, why?
So you
Chicken
it
noodle
is
soup.
it is so random, but you know what? Like I think as far as I'm aware, because I don't speak Spanish, but they've put purposely like the Korean in, it's English and it's Spanish, and it kind of talks a little bit about identity. So like I think in Becky's verses, like it's about being proud of where she comes from. So that's from what I've understood about it. Like, so it's a song about like being proud of your cultural roots. And also I think J-Hope's lines are also very much like about being passionate and hardworking and stuff like that, as far as I'm aware. So it's not a deep song, but it's a fun song, but it's still got some.
It just makes you wonder what went through their mind when they were sitting writing chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side.
Well, and I think, as I said, I think this is part of it is a cover. So I don't know if the original song, I've never heard the original song from 2006.
This
has
is
the
a
same
song
lyrics.
you would expect to see from Jin.
This is a well, and you know what? J-Hope has that side to him as well, you know. So it's that fun, happy, sunshiny side, which I love.
Tiene Becky, latinoamericana soy de aquí. Carita de santa pero friki. ¿Quién me va a decir? Sí, ya todo lo vi. Donde yo nací, no pensaban que una mujer iba a sobresalir. What you gonna do? 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 Look back at it, live camera action. Definitivamente la mejor de la escena. When on the street we got the people reacting. La gente que critica simplemente me da pena. We always got love for where we come from, so let 'em know what's up. Ooh, no matter wherever we go, bring it back to this place called home.
I love her voice. She's got such a lovely voice.
She does.
She's so cute. She's like
She is.
petite and cute. Like, I love petite girls like that. Like, I'm such a tall, skinny giraffe girl. I've always wanted to just be petite.
I'm in between. I'm like not as tall as you, but I'm tall for a girl. So I've always wanted to be small and petite too, but I'm
Yeah,
just
too.
long and lanky.
Exactly.
You're what?
I love.
5'9"? I'm 5'7".
Yeah, I'm 5 foot. I think I'm 5'8", actually, almost 5'9". That's where I'm at. So, which is 175, 176.
So you'll make me feel small and petite when we're together.
Yeah, I will.
Because
I've
I'm
always been like a
5'7".
skinny girl, but I've never been like a short girl. So, but I love that. Like, I love petite girls. They're just so cute. I love her.
She is very cute.
Okay.
I let it rain, I clear it out. I let it rain, I clear it out. I let it rain, I clear it out. I let it rain, I clear it out.
Let's get it, 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 let's get
I
it.
let it rain, I clear it out. I let it rain, I clear it out.
Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with salt on the side. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with.
That hair weirdly suits him.
It does. It looks really good. He looks really good in this. I
He
love
does.
it.
J-Hope's got that thing wherever you see him dancing, it makes you want to dance. It doesn't matter
does.
what the song is. As soon as he's on screen dancing, you're like, oh, dun, dun, dun. And him running
get up and
around
dance.
dancing, that's me every time I go to a party.
Yeah,
It's no
I
wonder
know.
he makes me want to dance.
I would die to be in this. This would be amazing. Like, I would just have so much fun. I would be like a complete freak if I was in the dance crowd here. But I love it. And like, I saw the backstage filming of this, and he's so cute with all the dancers and stuff. He's just so nice to them and so sweet. But like, I also love the vehicles in the background there with the like pumped up tires, you know, the whole 80s, 70s, like the whole thing, you know. I
Yeah,
don't know
this
what
has
you
a
call it.
very 80s feel to it. They're practically neon with their outfits. It's very that era.
It is. I love it.
We
It's
went
like
through that fashion era ourselves first time.
we did. We did. I remember I had like a punk outfit I used to wear, which was like pink with black polka dots on it, like neon pink. It was like the worst looking outfit ever. I was like 13 or 14, and I used to
my
walk
God.
around with like this really sad little punk outfit, and I wore it with like white bobby socks and sandals, which was really
See, that was my rock chick era. While you were dressing like that, I was walking around with Guns N' Roses t-shirts and Doc Martens and leather jackets and black eyeliner.
I was that in the 90s. I mean, when I was at university, I was the Doc Marten queen. But yeah, the 80s, like I was still like young teenager. So
See, I went all my like young high school years was me being proper like rock chick, and then as I got into my late teens, because of the girl band, I became you, pinks and pastels. I had to dress like a nice girl, and then I kind of circled back to being a bit on the darker
emo.
side. Yeah.
Yeah, we swapped. I was very dark and emo in my university college years. So I was an art student. What do you expect? I was surrounded by grunge.
I went to college and became a beauty therapist. My days were surrounded by girly girls in pastel pink nail varnish and, white uniforms. So
It's funny.
it's hilarious.
Soda on the side, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side.
And bring it out. Yo. Just bring it out. And bring it out. Yo. Just bring it out.
I clear it out.
Let's get it, 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 let's get it.
That kind of just seems to keep going.
Yeah, it's really cute. I love it. Look how
That
happy he
car.
looks.
I want that car. I want to drive
I
around in
know.
a big chicken car.
I love it.
That's a very it's a very happy, fun, like that's
is.
totally a party song. That's That would replace all the Scottish party tunes. Everybody'd be chicken dancing.
Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. You know what
Instead
I
of
like?
doing the Macarena, we should all just be chicken dancing.
Chicken noodle soup. It kind of, the thing I like about it is that like J-Hope's doing a bit of street dancing and he's in the zone of stuff he's comfortable with and he's good at.
Yeah,
He's
he's
always promoted,
freestyling.
and he's always promoted like that freestyle street dancing and he's really good at it.
Yeah.
And it just seems like it's a song that's just so him. It's just so J-Hope-y. So I love it. And you can see he had a complete blast, like filming it and just hanging with dancers. And that's his mojo. That's his thing. That's what he like. I think where he's most comfortable in that space. And he's grown up with dancers, and
J-Hope suits the high energy songs like this, even though it's like about chicken soup. It's got a very similar feel to the energy in Arson and More. It's always these high energy, like throws himself full into it kind of songs.
Yeah.
He gives off that feeling all the time. Like J-Hope seems like he's a very high energy person as well.
Yeah, he does. And even though it's like a on the surface level a fun song about chicken noodle soup, it's also a song about inclusion and a song about working hard and being successful in life, So it's kind of like it's cute. I really love it.
Yeah, I like it. Like I can't believe that's never ever came up on anything. Like you've mentioned it a few times, and I honestly did not know you meant a song. I thought it was just one of those weird in jokes that you have, like as a BTS fan, when you refer to chicken soup. I was like, there surely cannot be a song, an entire song called Chicken. Then again, I heard Jen's song. What? I maybe should have realized there could be a song called Chicken Soup.
That's what I like about BTS is they're unpredictable and they're not afraid to explore and have fun with it. Like they're not like a lot of musicians are so serious about their craft and they don't want to deviate from what they're supposed to do. And so occasionally BTS will just branch off and do something fun, which I really love.
They don't take themselves too serious.
Snap. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, ditto. Our brain waves were like, these are the same brain waves.
But I couldn't tell you earlier, but I was like in my bathroom the whole morning going, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup.
Now that's going to be me. Every time I see you, I'm going to be like,
chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, it's fun. That's going on my pick me up mood. Like I have a playlist that's songs that are purely for putting me in a better mood, and that's going on that one.
Oh, so cool. I love
me
that
with
song.
my 42 playlists.
You do have a lot of playlists.
I do. So. Actually, I think I have near 100 playlists on YouTube now. I was looking at them the other day with their random titles. This is on my pick me up mood playlist now.
So what I suggest is with the BTS stuff is make sure you're using the official videos so that you're streaming them and giving the likes and the views to BTS. Not using one that's not an original BTS
It's usually
video.
the videos you give me anyway, so you're the one that introduced me to BTS. Forced introduced me to BTS. So any links that I have of BTS have come from you. So if I get a dodgy link, it's your fault, okay?
I took you hostage on the internet.
That is true. I thought you were going to be nice about it. They're like, I took you under my BTS, but no, I took you hostage. That sums up totally.
Sums it up.
True. You injected BTS into me.
I did.
I think it's fair to say at this point I am technically ARMY. But
we need when you edit this, you need to put confetti and stuff. Champagne.
I think that is rewarding of a cake. I deserve a cake and a candle.
You're going to have to make it yourself because I'm like in Utah. Well,
excuse me, you sent Eugene an imaginary cake.
You want me to send you an imaginary purple?
Yeah, send me a song and being like, congratulations. Like, oh yeah, you are technically ARMY now.
Well, declaring you your army does not save you from the rest of the BTS discography.
I kind of figured that. I figured this is in for the long haul. This is like a
That's it.
life commitment now. Louise will never let me escape. But she will, as long as they continue to make songs, I'm stuck in this. I feel like no escape. You're just that
You're
cray
done.
cray.
You are. You're a hostage.
I've
You're my
surrendered
hostage.
to it now. It's just like I may as well stop fighting it and just give it. I feel like technically from the first time you ever sent me BTS stuff though, that I was technically ARMY because I've always appreciated them. I've always thought they were like funny. And I've always liked their music. So I guess technically I've always been ARMY just because I like them. But then I see like the vast knowledge of BTS ARMY fans and I'm like, oh my God. I don't know any of this stuff.
It's intimidating. But you know what? I was laughing because you go, technically you like their music. You knew like 5 of their songs. So
But I did know more of August D's songs though.
You did. So which is very different to BTS in many ways, but not. So
yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Lean. Now I'm going to be singing this for the rest of the day.
No, you won't because you're going to make me watch another one right now. So whatever
Danger.
that is.
So you're going to be overtaken by danger. So like you're going to probably dream of one of these songs tonight. So
I'm already. Do you know what's still happening? You owe me a new song every single day. I'm waking up. You're my tear. You're my tear. Every single day. How long has that been now since we did that reaction? 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, but
Every morning, I wake up, eyes open. You're my tear. You're my tear. I'm kind of over it now. I'm over it. I need a new song. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, okay, so I guess that's it for this song. Yeah, we like a J-Hope Chicken Noodle Soup song.
Yay!
Now on
Thanks,
to the
guys.
next. We'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.